But pretty much that moment where you just stop and you realize that a lot of aspects in your life aren't changing and you're trying to progress them forward or make them change. And it's been a while now and you realize how much time has passed without much change or signs of change. And you just feel stuck and you don't know how to make them progress. You keep trying and trying, but you don't seem to be moving. Welcome to Casually Spiraling with me, Julie Bishop, just a tall girl in this world trying to make sense of life, dating, money, relationships, identity, culture, all the things. I've learned that my thoughts don't always land with the people around me, so I'm here to break it all down, talk it out, probably overshare, and maybe find some who don't think I'm totally crazy after all. Hi everyone, welcome back to Casually Spiraling. We are back from a little 2-week vacation, 2-week summer vacation. Thank you guys so much for coming back. I'm so excited to be back better than ever. Very refreshed, very excited to be here. So yeah, let me catch you up where I've been, what I've been doing. It was really nice. I just got to spend some time with friends and family, and that really filled my cup. Got away for a little bit, took a breather. So yeah, now we're back and I'm excited. I hope you've been having a great couple of weeks, and yeah, want to chat to you today. So let's get into it. But yeah, a few updates, I guess, since I've been away. Well, first I went to the Outer Banks. And that is like just one of my favorite places on earth. It's truly so small beach town, relaxing. We go to like even a less populated part of the island. And every time I'm there, one, I just love it. I love it. Been going every year since I was a kid, since I can remember. And it's just so wholesome, just a so wholesome week. So beautiful everywhere. Just lots of beach. I've napped every day on the beach and I never nap. So I need the rest, and that was amazing. But just hours on the beach, swimming in the ocean, paddleboarding, kayaking, playing games, watching movies, cooking dinner. And it's just so nice and refreshing. And this was the first year that we did jet skiing and I had so much fun. I've never jet skied before and I had a fucking blast. I mean, one perk of being single, the single one on the trip, was that I got my own jet ski. So I got to drive the entire hour and I was so scared at first and it took a minute for me to get used to it, but then I was flying, like my feet were coming up and it was just so much fun. I was holding on for dear life though, like the death grip, my hands started cramping. I had the death grip. I was scared the whole time and I thought I was going to fall off multiple times, but I didn't. And then when I got off and I asked my family like, oh, how fast were you guys going? They were like 40. I was like, oh, I went 60. I was like, I'm going to take advantage of this hour and I might as well just see how fast I can go. So that was so much fun. I want to do it again. I loved that. But yeah, every time I go, every year, I just end up debating, like, should I just leave everything and live a little small beach town life, little secluded where, small town, you wake up, you walk and get your coffee, there's the beach, like a little job, and then you have nothing else to do and you surf and you get ice cream and, just simple life. And every year I question, maybe I should do that. But then every year I go back to the madness. I go back to the big city. I go back to filling up my entire days and getting back at all of these things, which is good. And that's in me. I feel like maybe like this, obviously the small beach town life seems amazing and I'm sure it would be. But I wonder at this point in my life, probably after a few months, I may be itching, maybe even sooner than that, itching to be like, okay, I need to do more. So yeah, but it's just nice to get to do that, at least for a little bit, for a week. I always want to stay longer, but it was amazing. And then, yeah, what have I been up to? I slept on my neck weird, like a week ago, and this bitch still hurts. Why is neck pain the worst pain? You know how annoying it is? You know what I mean? Like when you sleep on it weird and it's just tight and I literally can't turn my head to the one side for like a whole week or two. Why? So annoying. Keeping me up at night, but whatever. And then also someone stole my credit card information and I started noticing charges that I was not doing. I was like, oh, what's that? What's that? So whoever stole my credit card information, thanks very much. Not helpful. But I froze my account. And after I froze my account, they still were trying to do charges because I would get notifications like, oh, charge blocked because your account is frozen. And so I called Discover and I'm like, hey girl, I think someone stole my credit card information because I'm seeing these charges that I did not do. And she was like, what, did you lose your physical card? And I was like, no. And then she was like, well, then how could someone get your information then? And I was like, oh my gosh, like, isn't that a question for you? I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm no expertise on this. Like, don't you know? Like, don't I, like, people could just, like, you give your card to a server or someone at checkout or whatever, someone could write down the information, steal the information, because she looked at the charges that I was disputing and she said that they were entered manually. So that obviously means that they don't have my physical card. And she's like, but you didn't lose your physical card. And I was like, no, I still have the physical card, but someone took my information. Like, I haven't been to Uncomforted Inn. News alert, I don't have an Amazon Prime membership. I'm the one person that doesn't, and I'm getting charged for an Amazon Prime membership. And she's like, you don't have an Amazon Prime membership? I'm like, no, I don't actually. And I get it. Like, I'm sure they have people that fake this all the time to try and get money back and this and that, but she just didn't believe me whatsoever. And she was like, well, then how could someone get your card information? I was like, I don't know. Like, you tell me, girl. I'm no expertise here. I thought this was your job. And then she's like, I'll transfer you to someone else to dispute those charges. And she transferred me to this guy and he's like, oh yeah, that's fine. I understand. We'll send you a new card. To delete this, we'll like shut down this account, send you a new card. And then you'll get a refund on those charges that you didn't do. And I was like, okay. Thank you. Yeah, I know they need to be cautious and they need to question these things, but the way she was asking me these questions was a little crazy. And I was like, what is happening? Please, I'm not making these charges. I'm not in Florida. The one said a Comforted Inn in Florida. I'm not in Florida. So yeah. And then after I got back from the Outer Banks, my best friend from college, I'm literally brain farting. It's nighttime. Usually I do this in the morning. You know, at nighttime, my brain is just out the window. Anyways, but then when I got back from the Outer Banks, my best friend from college, Emily, came to visit me for a few days and we had the best weekend ever. So I got back from the Outer Banks, had 3 days, and then she was here, which really helped with the withdrawal from the Outer Banks because then I had something to look forward to. And I'm like, oh my God, well, I'm about to have off work again and have an amazing few days with my best friend. So no need to be sad. No withdrawal here. So we love that. I need to just keep planning things so that it never ends, so that I never have withdrawal. I think that's what I'm going to do from here on out because it worked really well. But yeah, we had such a good time. She came here. I took her around, showed her around. We went to rooftops, got drinks, different bars. We went to Erewhon, of course, got to go at least once to say you've been. And then the next day we did a day at Catalina Island in California, which I've never done. It's probably a touristy thing, but you just take an hour ferry over this island and it looks like Italy or like Rome. It looks stunning. It looks like you're in Europe. Oh my God, I literally can't talk. In Europe. And we had the best day ever. It was so fun. We rented a golf cart and took the golf cart around the island for a few hours. We saw some horses. We paddleboarded again. We paddleboarded for an hour on this most beautiful island coast. We saw a sea lion. We were hoping to see more, maybe hoping one would hop up on our paddleboard, but it didn't. And what else we do? We got drunk there. We had a few drinks. We had fun. We hopped around. Oh, we went to a beach club that was stunning and gorgeous. And then these 60-year-old men got us drunk. But that's okay. We got free drinks. And then they were trying to get us to sleep on their boat with them. And we were like, oh, bye. We got to catch our ferry. And then we had to make one last stop at Luau Larry's because the whole time we were seeing people wearing these hats all around the island. And we were like, why does everyone have these fun, like wooden straw hats, right? And then someone told us that if you order a certain drink at this place that they give you a free hat. And we were like, well, we have a few extra minutes, barely any minutes. We were the last people to hop on both of our ferries, but we made it. But we're like, we have to get into Luau Larry's and get a hat before we leave. Of course, we can't leave Catalina Island without a Luau Larry hat. So we hopped on over to Luau Larry's and got a drink and chugged it, and we got our hats. And yeah, we just had the best day ever. It was so gorgeous there. We're just so fun frolicking around the island. Then there's this beautiful place. It's called a casino, but it's not actually a casino, but it has the most stunning view of the island. And yeah, we just had so much fun frolicking around. It was so nice. And then the next day we did a little shopping, a little thrifting, and we went to the Noah Kahan concert that night, which was a lot of fun. My uncle is working for him right now, so he asked if we wanted to go to the show. And I knew a few of his songs from TikTok, but I don't know a lot of his songs really. But I started listening to them prior and like, let me look up the set list and prepare for the concert. And I was like, whoa, is this going to be an emotional concert? Some of his songs are really emotional. But no, it ended up being so much fun. He was so good. We ended up learning a lot of the songs, had the best time. I forgot. I haven't been to a concert in so long. I forgot how good vibes and fun it is and how different it is seeing music live and like hearing everyone sing all the songs and the energy in the stadium. It was electric. And then he also brought out Chappell Roan, which was so exciting. I know a lot of her songs and I love her, but she only sang one song, which was sad. It felt like she was out there and then gone so fast, but it was so exciting to be there. Everyone went crazy and it was so fun and we had the best time. And then we went to the farmer's market the next day, walked around, got coffee, of course, girl chatted the entire time. And it just makes me want to live around my best friends all the time. Of course, I have my best friends here, but I wish I could get all my best friends together and make them all live in the same city because yeah, it sucks that we only see each other a few times a year and it makes me sad, but very grateful for a really amazing time and that we make the time for those weekends with each other. But I just wish all my best friends could live here. It's kind of annoying. Everyone grows up and becomes an adult and we all live separate places, but you know, it's nice to have people you miss, I guess. But she's literally the sweetest ever. And she brought me a mug, a Casually Spiraling Podcast mug, which is really, really cute. I posted it on the Instagram and in some of my TikTok. So go check that out. But yeah, so I am just very, very fulfilling and full few weeks of friends, family, enjoying summer, trying new things, experiences, all that. So I hope your summer has been going well as well. And I'm ready to get back into another topic for today. So let's do it. Today I wanted to talk about something that has been weighing on me for a little while. And, you know, I've talked about it here and there, but it's a little uncomfortable to talk about, especially when I am someone who is on here all the time and talking about chasing your dreams and betting on yourself and doing all these changes for yourself and going after what you want. But I think a lot of you hopefully will relate to this and feel this and maybe have experienced this as well. But what I want to talk about today is that stuck feeling. And I've been in this stuck feeling for a little bit now, but pretty much that moment where you just stop and you realize that a lot of aspects in your life aren't changing and you're trying to progress them forward or make them change. And it's been a while now and you realize how much time has passed without much change or signs of change. and you just feel stuck and you don't know how to make them progress. You keep trying and trying, but you don't seem to be moving in certain aspects of your life, either one or multiple. I think it's especially loud when it's multiple aspects of your life and you just realize and it dawns on you how much time has passed and you genuinely just wish you were a little bit further along than you are now. And you're not sure like how many different steps you can take that will get you further or to where you want to be and to a content place. I've just been feeling really, really stuck recently. Nothing has been changing for me or progressing, even though I feel like I've been trying and I'm trying so hard to like get out of this stuck mud or like quicksand. And I don't know what else I can change right now to push me further. So yeah, just been feeling stuck and I've been feeling like I don't know when I'm going to get out of this, feeling or when I'm going to get out of the spots that I'm in right now. And sometimes it's not one specific thing that triggers this feeling. It can be more of a like quiet accumulation of multiple things in your life. And I think there's just been a lot of moments recently where I've just stopped and looked around and realized that things haven't moved in a minute and haven't moved where I thought they would be by this point in my life, by either this age or by just this period, or after knowing the work I have been putting in, thought that there would be like a bigger push or result by now. So it just feels stuck and it's a horrible feeling. And for me specifically, but me specifically, the biggest one right now is my acting career. And I know that's very not relatable to a lot of people, but that's just the one big thing in my life that is for me specifically. But this feeling can be for anyone, whether it's your career, whether it's your relationship, your life experiences, like aren't at a place financially. It could be a lot of different areas. And it's that one or two or three or four things in your life that just you feel like, well, when is it going to be my turn? And when is it going to happen for me? And when is the effort that I'm putting in, I'm going to see a result from? And so for me right now, specifically, it is my acting career. I moved here. I've been training, taking different classes, working with different coaches. I have one kind of agent, but I've been struggling to get a different kind of agent and manager, which I had back when I was in Atlanta, and I was consistently auditioning there because I had a theatrical agent. And I've just been struggling to get that here and struggling to get to that content place where I am auditioning as much as I was previously. I am still some, and I'm working towards it and all these things and putting in effort every day. But I just haven't been in that content place that I thought I would be in yet. And it's tough. It's tough to start to have those feelings creep in and be like, I don't have results right now to show for the work I'm putting in. And I just feel like, what else should I do right now? And I just wish I had someone to guide me and get me out of this stuck feeling. But of course, I think when it feels most stuck, when it is a combination of multiple areas at the same time. Like, for example, I feel stuck in my career. I feel like I'm still single, so I don't have any changes in dating or relationship aspect. No big life changes are on the horizon. I'm not buying a house. I'm not moving. Job is staying the same, career is staying the same, relationship staying the same, right? Like maybe if one of those aspects was changing right now, like I was moving to a different area or I was like dating and getting into a relationship, then I feel like that takes the pressure off of all the other areas because it's like, oh, I'm focusing on this right now. And yes, I'm still working towards my career, but I'm succeeding right now in love and relationships. Or maybe I'm stuck relationships wise and I am not focusing on that, but I am getting promotions and my career, I'm seeing such big results on where I've come from. then like I feel like when one is progressing and changing, you're not stuck in one, then it takes the pressure off of the other and you're like, okay, that's just not my focus right now. So you don't necessarily feel stuck. I think it's when all of these areas are stagnant at the same time, and that's really when you're like, okay, another day trying at all these aspects and another day of not sure they moved forward at all. And you're just here waking up, going through the same routine again and trying to figure out a way to get at least something to push and move into the direction that you want it to. And when nothing at the same time is moving in a progressive direction, then it just all feels heavier at the same time than as if it would just be one thing, you know? It's not just one area of my life feeling stuck. It's a few at the same time. And when nothing is visibly moving, it starts to feel like everything is standing still. And that's hard. It's a hard place to be in. So I want to take you through this feeling. Hopefully others can relate. And maybe have been there before, maybe are in it now. But yeah, there's just a few factors I think that contribute to this. And one of them being, of course, comparison. Comparison, thief of joy. Thief of joy. We all know it's the thief of joy. And shouldn't do it, but it's hard. It's hard when you take a look at everyone's life around you and you see those visible signs of them moving forward and this or that. Like my friends have 9-to-5s, jobs that have visible progression. You know, you get promotions, you upgrade your title, and it's structured progression. My life is not structured progression. My life is a creative life, right? And it's very all over the place. So there's not that structured upward diagonal growth, you know, that other, you know, lifestyles may see and may have that visible sign of movement and growth, like promotions, raises, stability. These milestones are clear and tangible, and everyone else can see them too. It's like obvious, right? And then at the same time, majority of my closest friends, I say, are in serious relationships right now. And that's okay. Like, again, that's fine. That hasn't been a big focus on me, you know, like I haven't been actively dating or whatever, but sometimes it's tough when you just are the one that's left and you just stop and look around and you're like, okay, well now when is it going to be my turn? And when is someone going to add into my life in that way? You know, it's just another aspect that I haven't made progression at. And it's like, okay, everyone else is moving in together. Everyone else is talking about engagements. Everyone else is traveling together. Everyone else in my life right now that I see is looking at buying homes together or moving different states together. So there's just a lot of people that have a lot of amazing things, amazing changes around me. And I'm so excited for them. I'm so happy to be, you know, involved in their life. But it's hard to not then look at yourself and be like, none of those changes are happening for me right now. And that's okay. But it's just hard sometimes when all these things you feel like are just standing still. And I'm watching other actors or creators gaining more credits, more bookings, more tangible evidence of growth and displays of growth and progression, or being where I want to be at, that I thought I would be at by this point in this age. So it's just so hard to not compare. Like, they're there and I'm not there yet. What does that say about me? What does that look on me? When is that going to be me? You know, when is it? I can't wait for that content feeling, and feeling progression, feeling like I'm in a flow. And it is such a creative life. It is such a roller coaster. There are going to be parts where you feel like a big flow. And then there's going to be a lot of parts where you're on your lows and you feel down. And it's not one stagnant diagonal direction upwards. You know, it's so non-linear. It's such a non-linear creatives. It's a non-linear path. And I'm working and I'm showing up every day and I'm trying and hopefully I'm doing the right things and I'm trying to at least do the right things. And I just have very little visible or tangible signs of growth to point to and be like, look at that. That is the result of all the work I've been putting in every single day. And I don't have that. I don't have that right now. And it's hard. It's really hard. It's really hard with this feeling. And I'm not sure how to get out of it at this point, but I'm trying. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a little emotional right now. I really didn't expect that out of this topic, but it's really hitting me the more I talk about it, because I think this has really been weighing on me and I've been feeling it, but I haven't necessarily fully expressed and taken into realization all of these emotions that I've been feeling around it that have been accumulating, I think. And I feel so ready for the next step in certain aspects of my life, like multiple aspects in my life. I feel really ready for the next step, and I just really hope it comes, and I can't wait for it, and just have to keep believing that it will. But one question, of course, to think about is, am I behind, or, is my path just looking a bit different? And it's hard to answer that when you generally don't know. But I don't think, no, I can't sit on here and say I'm behind, because I'm not. But I'm behind others. I'm behind others that I see. So that's hard to deal with. And it's hard to just accept my path is different. And it's going to be the right one for me. But you're just wishing right now you're at a different point. They always say to just stay present, because you'll look back and wish you did more. This is a new thought I'm having right now about trying to stay present in life, because when everything does change, then you're going to look back and be like, did I not take advantage of where I was at that time? So I'm really just realizing that right now. So maybe that's a good thought if you are feeling stuck, to just think about in the future when you're not so stuck. You may want to have at this point taken advantage of this time and breathe a little bit and give yourself some grace and a pat on the back and give yourself a hug, because it's hard. It's hard. But at the same time, I'm just in this feeling of stuck of what else can I be doing right now to push all these things forward, all these different areas. My friends have promotions and they're signing leases and they're talking about engagement rings, or they're going ring shopping, and I'm here and I'm every day I keep going and I keep going and I keep going, which is everything, and also sometimes feel like nothing I can point to. And it's just hard sometimes to not feel like you're on the outside. And it's like, well, I'm still here and I wake up and I'm still doing what I'm doing. The more I talk, though, I really hope this doesn't sound like a pity party for myself. 'Cause that's like, these are just moments, right, where I'm feeling like this. This is not 24/7. I'm not feeling down. I'm not feeling stuck. Just for the sake of the topic, I'm going through all the emotions and all the ideas and thoughts that I'm having around it. I don't mean to be sitting here and throwing myself a pity party, because no, that's not it. But just for the sake of the topic, just wanted to go through it with you, right? So we're still pushing, we're still going, but I'm just trying to examine all these things that may be making me feel this way, right? So then, besides the comparison fact, like what other people are doing in your life that may make this stuck feel harder, the other aspect that has been changing for me with this feeling, or is new, is doubt creeping in. I used to approach this stuck feeling just with, quiet determination. It's like, yeah, I know what I'm doing though. I know I'm working for it. So I know, and this is motivating me to just keep going to prove people wrong. And I knew, I'm just going to keep working hard, and I know it's going to happen for me. I don't care if there's no signs yet. I know that. So why does it matter? And I just had to keep going, and you do just keep going. And I'm still keep going. And that's still there for sure. Otherwise, probably would have just quit. So that is what keeps me going, and that is there. But recently, doubt has been getting bigger, and that feeling of just taking this with determination and knowledge that, oh yeah, well, everything's going to work out. Duh, it's all going to work out. And I am going to get there because I do keep going. that has been feeling a little bit less, and the doubt has been creeping in a little bit more and growing a little bit and taking over a little bit at points. And that's the biggest, hardest part of this feeling, is getting to that point where you have some genuine doubt, a real question of, well, is this going to work out? And am I going to get to that point of continuing progression that I wanted? Will I ever get there? Is it all actually gonna work out and take me anywhere? You know, without a doubt, I used to always just, without a doubt, I used to just be like, yeah, it's working out because I'm working hard. So I'm just going to keep going. And it is. But recently, now I do have that doubt, and a little bit, of course, as much as I, am going to keep going and I stay determined, and I'm going to keep working hard and growing and trying to find new ways to keep at it. There are those days where I'm like, what if this doesn't all work out? What if this doesn't go how I hope or get to a certain point? What if, being in your 20s, man, it's fucking hard being in your 20s because you don't have everything figured out and you're literally questioning everything. That's what they say about being in your 20s, and why being in your 20s apparently sucks, because all of this that I'm talking about now. And then once you get to that point later on in your 30s or 40s or whatever it may be, where you just have more figured out and more obviously knowledge. But yeah, I'm just really in that thick of being in my 20s and questioning everything and being like, when am I gonna feel better about all these things and be where I want to be? Because I feel stuck right now, if I hadn't made it clear. But I keep going. I do keep going. I am going to keep going. And I don't know what it's going to look like right now. And I just have these feelings of doubt of, I don't know. And that's just the honest truth of where I'm at right now. I just wish I had more tangible signs that's proving that what I'm doing is working and moving me forward, But we'll get there, and we'll celebrate those wins when they come. It's so important to celebrate the small wins in life, because with so much going on and how hard life is, it's important to acknowledge those small wins, and then keep going. Acknowledge them and keep it moving, and trying to get to a point where I have something, a sign, something more tangible that will help me be like, yes, you were on the right track. I want something to just be a sign right now to show me and tell me, yes, I'm on the right track. Keep going. It's right around the corner. It's exhausting having a lot of doubt and always questioning about it and trying to push against the doubt and make it not stop me. I still show up and I'm still doing the work. But yeah, it's just feeling a little heavier these days. The work and the steps forward are just feeling a little heavier right now. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep walking. But it's feeling a bit heavier at the moment, And there are certain things like this podcast and showing some growth of where I was, 8, 9, 10 months ago before the podcast. But then again in that, I love this, and I love these conversations. So I just hope too that I'm reaching more of you, and I hope to have more guests on, and I hope all these other things for this platform as well in my career. So we're going to see the signs. We're going to keep pushing, and we're going to keep pushing away that doubt that's making me feel stuck with everything right now. Because I still have the determination. I still have it. There's just a doubt that's sitting right next to it, right over there, right next to it. And yeah, I'm just trying to be honest about that feeling and where I'm at right now, because hopefully you'll feel not alone if you've felt this as well, That's my hope. But, I just need to realize, this creative career path or different paths for myself in whether I want to pursue a relationship or path on this career, which then affects my financials, which then affects all these other aspects of my life, right? I've decided on this, and it's one that is a little more unpredictable, and it doesn't have a clear structure, So there's no point in me comparing myself to the people around me, because we live different lives and pursuing different things, right? My timeline is just non-linear right now, and the progress may be a little bit invisible, but it's going to be invisible until it suddenly isn't. And then it's going to be out there and it's going to be like, bam. So I think that's a good reminder too. Right now it may be invisible, but at one point it is not. And then we'll feel better, hopefully, and we'll get out of this stuck. But that doesn't make the doubt go away. It's just worth naming, Renee. It's worth naming that I'm recognizing there's a little bit of absence of visible progress right now, but it's not the same as there being no progress whatsoever. It's just the visible, tangible that's going to come later. But that doesn't mean there's no progress, and I'm not pushing forward, and I'm not growing as a human, and I'm not learning, and I'm not in where I'm supposed to be. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, right? Something I keep reminding myself. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, and what's meant for me will not pass me. I have to hold on to that. That's what keeps me moving, right? That's what keeps me going anyway. And I am going to keep going. And, this is what having faith looks like when it's not so pretty. When you have confidence and you have all these tangible progressions of growth and all these aspects changing in your life for you at the same time, that's when faith is easy. But having faith in yourself when it's hard and messy is when nothing is changing at the moment. But you have to keep having that faith in yourself that you're doing the right thing. And it's going to pay off one day, and just keep pushing, keep going, keep working harder every day, and it's all going to work out and everything's going to be okay. There's just different versions. There's that version where you're in a more peaceful, confident place. And then there's this version of faith where you are holding on to it by a thread, and it's really hard to hold on to, but keep going anyway. Keep it moving always. Always, always, I don't have that sign yet. I don't have that win that I'm particularly looking for yet, but it's all going to be so worth it in the end when I do. And I have so much to be grateful for in my life that I am so grateful for every day. So again, I'm not sitting in a pity party for myself. I have a lot of privilege. I have a lot of amazing things that have happened for me that I have currently that other people do not. It's just coming to the fact of what is this feeling that has been weighing on me a little bit and sharing it with you guys to see if anyone else out there feels the same, because I don't want to feel alone either. I want to know I'm not going crazy, and this is normal to be going through these things when you're in your 20s, right? Because we are still figuring it out. I am very much still figuring out, right? So that's where I'm at right now. And I can't make any promises to anyone for anything, but just that promise that you're not alone. That's the one thing I can, and that keep having that determination if you are feeling stuck, and that motivation and that faith. And I think the important thing too is remembering that having doubt and having determination, you can have both at the same time. They can exist at the same time. Because it really does for me too. Every day I'm like, what am I doing with my life? But every day I'm like, I'm going to keep going. I'm keep working, and something is going to fall into place eventually, and it'll click, and hopefully it'll be a snowball effect from there. But every day I'm fighting with both, having so much doubt in what is in store for me and when is it all going to happen for me. But then also that determination to keep going, keep pushing, keep it moving, keep putting myself in the right positions, meeting the right people, having fun and enjoying it while you're here, because this place that you're at, even though you feel stuck and you feel like you're going to be in it forever, you won't. So just embrace it right now, and every single day. It's okay if you have doubt and determination at the same time. I don't know if it's going to work out the exact way that I want to and that I hope to. I genuinely don't. Who knows, right? But I'm not done yet. And I think that has to be enough for Net right now. I know I'm not done. I know I have a lot that I want to do. So that is enough to keep the determination there and alive, and keep me moving and keep fighting against the doubt. So I just ask you guys, where are you guys at? Have you experienced this before? Have you got past it? Please let me know. If any of this has landed for you, been like, oh, that's exactly how I was feeling too, or I am feeling right now, or this or that. If you're in a season where nothing feels like it's moving for you and you're questioning everything you're working for and you're seeing all these changes happen for all these people around you and you're there and you're like, I'm grateful for my life, but when is it my turn for some of these changes? When is it going to be me? Because I'm here and I'm waiting and I've been waiting. And I don't have all the answers yet. I don't, but I'm glad I'm talking about it with you. I'm here with you through it. And yeah, just let me know too. I want to hear from you on all of this, if any of this lands for you. Okay, that was it for you today. I'm so glad to be back. And so happy to be here. And we are here. We are keeping it moving and grooving. So subscribe, follow, share with other people. I want to reach more people, more of you, connect with more of you, and just keep it upgrading. Keep hopefully chatting with you about things that we're all figuring out in life right now, because we may not all have it figured out just yet. All right. Well, I'm saying goodbye. I'm going to miss you. I will be back, I promised. And have a great rest of your week, everyone.